I know and I'm very sure that this topic is going to benefit everybody, both entrepreneur and taxation student alike. Why you were selected for tax audit. So it's a bit of on the side of tax planning, tax consciousness, and also passing our taxation exams. Selection of taxpayers actually has guideline. They don't just call on your organization, call on you for tax investigation and tax audit. Some factors actually predispose you, and those are the things we are going to be looking at. I think this is a topic in which people will say bless me, but select my neighbor for tax office, because we love ourselves and we try to be tax conscious. This is not a topic to call us or teach us to avoid evade tax. Not at all. Only to be tax conscious, and also as part of our syllabus for the students studying accountancy, and for entrepreneur to be tax aware and tax conscious. That is just the objective. So as we go into it, we want to talk about the selection of taxpayer. It is important for us to know where we were coming from. We had earlier dealt with a topic that relates to this: stages in tax audit processes, and one of the critical stages is the selection of the taxpayer. And now we are dealing with the selection of taxpayers. What are the things that actually predispose us to being selected by the relevant tax authority? The first among the rest that I'm going to mention, and please note that the list is not exhaustive, it's just some of the things that will predispose you that I will be mentioning. Taxpayer that likes to always file new return continuously, continuous loss situation and the like. He or she is inviting tax investigation. Correct. If you like to file new, we are not saying that new is not genuine where it actually exists. But if you continue to file new return, continue to file loss situation in your financials to the relevant tax authority, it will call their attention to actually check your organization up. You are not remitting any taxes, you are claiming exceptions, you are returning losses and the like, because the question is, if you are making losses and you are still in business for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, the question is how. It's not impossible. We've seen organizations that have made losses for like 10 years and they are in business before they bounce back. But they will just come looking for you just to check on you and say hello. So that is the first. Then also a taxpayer with claim of refund. Claim of refund: if you would like relevant tax authority to return some fund in form of maybe excess taxes that you've paid to you, they will like to ensure that they've dotted their T and crossed their I before they release that. And that will lead them to coming to you, and you or your organization being selected for a tax review, tax audit, and investigation. Also, if you self-assess yourself and you pay your taxes by yourself, that is self-assessment taxpayers, after like 2 3 years they will want to check on you and check on your books that okay, everything is correct. Don't forget that you are not a tax practitioner, but it is allowed for you to self assess yourself and self-pay. But just to be sure that this person is doing the right thing, especially if you are an entrepreneur, sole proprietor, and the like, so you can self-assess yourself and pay your taxes. So, but like after 2 3 years, you can expect that they will want to check on you, especially if the business is doing good. Also, they can select you having gone through your files and the like, and your organization or your tax filing is very low in adequacy ratio. There are computations that they used to carry out, and some accounts and the like could be funny. So if they find out that, let's say you are having maybe you say there is no sales, maybe in a year there is no sales, but you have debtors. There is no sales, but you have debtors. So I'm just using this as an example. The question is, if you did not sell to anybody, why are people owing you? So if you file such a thing, it calls the attention of the relevant tax authority to select you for tax audit and tax investigation. We are not saying it could not be correct. You could actually behold maybe 3 4 5 years debtors are yet to pay. Meanwhile, last year you did not make a sale, your organization did not make a sale. It happens. Let's say for example during COVID, it's possible, but they will just want to double check and know that everybody are we are all on the same page. So that can predispose you to being selected for tax audit and investigation. Also, based on routine industry or industrial check that RTA, that is relevant tax authority, usually carry out, you could be randomly selected, and well, that would be fair enough if you are randomly selected, apart from other factors that could predispose you to being selected as taxpayer for tax audit and investigation. Sectoral audits objective also, if you are in a particular sector and government is actually looking that side, the organization may be selected. Also, based on lead information, if somebody has suggested your organization or you to a tax practitioner and the like, so if there's a tip concerning your business or concerning your personality, concerning your taxes, so that is another factor. So tip off. So based on the lead information received by the intelligence unit, and don't forget, after this video, we are going next video we are going to be uploading will be on intelligence unit of relevant tax authority. What are their functions? So this is one of the functions. If they receive information regarding your organization, your business and the like, they may select you and your company for tax audit. If your organization is becoming thinner, especially in your capitalization arrangement, they may want to check on you. You have a business transaction that will require transfer pricing checkup. They will check on you. If your tax planning scheme becomes flamboyant, don't forget when I started, I said that this is for educational purpose and you can make use of it for your tax arrangement and tax planning, but not being taught to avoid evade tax. Just manage your taxes well. Of course, if you call on my firm, we are going to do that for you. Gideon's Associates, we can arrange that for you. That is by the way, but I think it is good, Abby. Yeah. So you can reach out to us, and definitely we will be your tax person, be your tax firm. Another thing that can predispose you to being selected for tax audit is the claim under double taxation arrangements. Claim under double taxation arrangements. If maybe for any reason your organization has dealings overseas and you want to claim an exception having paid a particular form of tax over the transaction, so that may be a pointer. Another thing that I'm going to say is relationship. It's another point I'm going to say. You can say relationship in tax. Yes, your relationship with other taxpayer can be a pointer to you being selected for tax audits, for tax investigation, because maybe one of the leg, in accounting, everything that has first leg must have second leg. We call it double entry. There must be two legs on which every transaction must stand, at least two legs. So if the second leg has been captured by the organization due to their relationship with the taxpayer, then it could invite automatically and call their attention towards you and your organization. So secondary relationship, secondary file, relationship with another taxpayer by way of maybe they are your subsidiary, by way of maybe they are your associates or related company in whatsoever way, or even your customer that has remitted on your behalf, or supplier that has remitted taxes on your behalf, may call attention of the relevant tax authority towards you. Really, you've got to watch this video to the end because it's full of very important relevant information. Another thing that we are going to talk about is industrial group compliance evaluation and profitability comparison. If you are in an if you are in a if you are in an industry, rather, pardon me, if you are in an industry in which no organization has made less than 100 million in whatsoever currency, but you are declaring intents, it may call their attention for you to be investigated. So industrial average, industrial profitability, industrial sales volume and the like, when they compare it with or against what you filed, may call attention. As we continue, we would like you to do 5 things for us on GJ's Associate channel. We believe you've enjoyed value and more will be dished out immediately now. Please give us thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm to reach more people. Also, like and comment and click the notification button and make sure you click all so that anytime we upload you will be the first to receive. And don't forget to share. We welcome those that are joining us for the first time. A big welcome and a big virtual hug to you. And those that have subscribed, we say thank you. And those that are yet to subscribe, why won't you subscribe to GJ's Associates? Okay, you've clicked it. Thank you. So share. The next reason you may be selected for tax audit is verification of poor or extraordinary performance, which may relate to that of industrial evaluation and compliance, your sales and the like. Why is it so high, or many times why is it so low to others? Okay, so verification of poor or extraordinary performance. Your extraordinary, your being the highest two could be a tip off. Too low, maybe sales profitability may be questionable too and invite relevant tax authority towards you. Also, referrals resulting from desk examination. Don't forget we've dealt with types of tax audits. If it's not desk, is going to be field. If it's not desk tax audit review, it's going to be field tax audit review. Okay, so if the desk tax audit review has suggested that they need to call your attention, call you and your organization up and do more due diligence and they like ask question and request and obtain some supporting document towards concerning your organization. So they will definitely come because of the desk review that touches on your organization. Random sampling. I think I've said this before. Random sampling, they just want to check on your industry and they picked on you, not because of tip up, not because of lead information or anything. Another one, when your organization, your firm is making unusual requests or taking extraordinary decision, maybe centralizing your or decentralizing your business operation and the like, they may want to check on you that hope is not part of tax planning to leave their jurisdiction and the like. They will want to check on you, in fact speedily check on you. Also, information from the intelligence unit, which will be the next video we are going to be shooting. If investigation or the intelligence unit has given the authorization to the other departments or the field agents, the field tax officers to go out for you, definitely you will be notified and tax audit will be conducted on you. Directive also from higher government authorities, and that is why you see big businesses always make alliances with governmental agencies and with the person in government, because directive from higher government authority or authorities actually predispose anybody, any organization to tax questioning, tax investigation and the like. So directive from higher tax authority is another factor that could make you and your business to be selected for tax audit. It's been a while. We would not like the video to be too long, so I'll just do a quick recap. We've mentioned continuous loss tax return as some reasons you were selected for tax audit. You are claiming refund. They may want to be sure before they give you government money. Government need the money and you want money from the pocket again. So definitely they will want to check on you and your organization before that. If you continue to be, you are a continual and perpetual self-assessment taxpayer, they may want to check on you after 2-3 years of your tax filing and return. If your tax adequacy ratio is very low, you are calling the attention of tax authority. Routine check, industrial check may lead them to you, and also if there are tip-offs, lead information, intelligence towards your organization, they will definitely select you for tax examination. Transfer pricing or your capitalization dwindling and the like, they may want to check on you. If the peradventure tax planning arrangement or scheme is being exercised and they, they were notified, they will want to check on you. Your double taxation claim will be resolved by you being selected first of all for examination and tax audit. You have relationship with other taxpayers and it reveals that your business dealing need to be checked on, they will check on you. Verification of your poor or extraordinary performance. You do well, they will check on you. You do badly or return badly, they will check on you. So there is no sitting on the fence in tax paying. Also, desk review by the relevant tax authority, random picking, random sampling of taxpayers' file may you may be selected. Also, firms requests that are unusual or extraordinary. You want to decentralize your operations and the like, and they have a tip of concerning it. They will want to check on you, and higher authority requesting the arm of government, relevant tax authority, to actually investigate your organization. They are already in your premises. From GGM's associate channel, Bengal Latinji FC has been speaking. We are value to life. We are value to your businesses. Next, we will be dealing with the function of the intelligence unit of the relevant tax authority. So, join us.